Here we go with a drill called Corpse, and in this one we're looking at control of rotation. Posture is really important on this as well. Does make it a lot easier to do when you've got a snorkel on, and you can focus a lot more on that side of things rather than having to breathe. Then as you go back into the full stroke, then we're looking to try and encourage that rotation from the hips so that you're getting yourself into a good position to create the catch and more aquadynamic. So here on this rotation drill, we've got the kickboard in, stuffed down like a bit of a dagger board in a dinghy, so that you've got a load of it sticking out underneath you in the bottom of the water. And working on rotation so that you really have to work your core in order to be able to feel that core working, because the resistance from the kickboard creates quite a resistance, so you have to work quite hard doing it. If you can't feel it, you're probably not doing it right. This is a good exercise we can use in warm-ups, so instead of when you've got pull, instead of just doing pull and dragging your feet along behind you, actually make that pull side of it useful. So one of the other things with this, you have to squeeze your legs quite tight, you have to really recruit your glutes, otherwise the kickboard disappears. So actually that sort of engagement side of things is all good for your body position in the water as well, although it's a sort of secondary purpose for the drill. Okay, one more, Will. Actually, probably two more for you, to be fair. Okay, yeah, see good rotation there from Darren. Right, okay. So, moving on. So we're going to do a quick bit, okay, fins on everybody. We're going to do a quick bit with javelin, just to get this set up. So javelin, or kicking on your side, so your fins on, we're looking for the alignment side of things now. So middle finger, shoulders, and your sort of hips are in line. You don't want to be right over on your side. You want to be slightly rotated inwards, so use your hips, make sure you're into that position. Not too flat, not too wide, okay, just in the middle, so 30, 40 degrees at your hips. Shoulders will be open, head in a neutral position. Again, if you've got a snorkel, you can use them here. They can be quite useful. So because then you haven't got to focus about your breathing just yet. We'll bring that in shortly. Okay, with the snorkel on, okay, looking down. If you've not got a snorkel on, looking down. Every now and then, you need to breathe. Put your face back in the water. Okay, holding that position. So we're really looking for that extension so that you're nice and long. The arm, so if this is the surface of the water here, okay, and I'm roughly speaking, I had a woolly hat on today, my hair was just yeah, I know. So this is the surface of the water, the shoulders here, my head's here, forehead's there with the water. Hand's going to be down here somewhere, the start of the catch position, okay? If you're up here leaning on it, you can't catch from there. We can't get to this position where you start to create propulsion very easily. So we want the default position to learn this position here, so that it's almost as if I was swimming along with this board on my back. Okay, my bum and my shoulders are now in line. If I stick my feet up there, they're also in line. I'm not doing this, okay? I'm not doing that. Sticking this out here. Okay, everything's nicely in line. Hands here, fingertips below your wrist, wrist below your elbow, elbow below your shoulder. That comes because you've got the internal rotation of your shoulder here. So another way of thinking about that is that when your head's in a neutral position, unless you've got extremely slender shoulders and a narrow face, then your shoulder should be pretty close to your cheek at that point there, okay? So you're trying to roll that shoulder in so you're into that position so you can get into your catch position, okay? We're only going to do a couple of reps of this because then we're going to advance it to the next one. I just want to get this set up for the first one, okay? So if you go out on one side, back on the other side, twice, okay? No swimming. Yep. Right then. Okay, so here we're now doing javelin or kicking on your side with a paddle on. Just one, and the opposing fin. So you're getting a feel, so it increases the surface area of your hand a little bit, and therefore gives you a slightly better feel for the water. So we've also put quite a lot of emphasis into the internal rotation of the shoulder, so that you can get your elbow up and over the front of the stroke. And again, the paddle just helps with that extra resistance in order to be able to get that feel for it. Because we're only using one paddle and one fin, we'll stay on one side for a little while and then we will move on to the other side. Again, everything that we did with before was with alignment applies, and you need to keep that alignment so that your middle finger is in line with your shoulder. Straight into 626. Yeah. Yeah. Straight into 626. Okay, then we've done two lengths of that on the same arm. Then we're going into what we call 626, which is a sort of variation of, I guess, I don't know where the drill came from, but it's not my drill, that's for sure. But this is a variation of it, 626, because you've got the paddle on. We want the paddle to be the one that's getting the feel for the water. Holding that stroke. Using fins, snorkel, can be really advantageous here because it takes the breathing stroke out of the equation, which we will work on at some point. But for this stage, we're looking for the alignment of the catch and the hand position of the catch. Swim back, swim back. Okay, so we're on the other side now, and another aspect of this is also about the timing side of things, although that's not what we've talked about today, specifically anyway. So that recovering arm, as he starts his recovery, the lead arm has to stay out in front just long enough so that his hand passes past his head as the catch is initiated. Otherwise, what happens is the hand will slide underneath the torso and slip loads of water and not be particularly efficient. So a little while ago, I'm afraid Annette was doing that. So, yeah. So compared to Darren, it's slight. Yeah, that's better than it was last length. Still, you can just see the left arm sliding underneath as the catch has started just a fraction too early. It's only a small bit, it's just a fraction though. Okay, so in this exercise we're now full stroke, nothing at the back here, no fins, pull buoys or anything else. Okay, and we've got paddles on. Now this paddles is not normally a thing you would use without sometimes a pull buoy or doing sprinting, but in this case what we're looking to do is we're giving essentially bigger hands, increasing the surface area of your hands. Having done some work on that catch position and the alignment and the timing under the water, still trying to get a feel for that by having a little bit more surface area. Then what we're going to do is take them off, and it feels quite weird then. There you can see a little bit with Annette's timing there, so she's still losing that lead arm a little bit quickly. Okay, so last exercise then is going to be to put it all together, take the paddles off and do it as full stroke. See how we go on. Once again, big thanks to the coaches, Nick and Alex tonight. Right, full stroke, don't rush. Okay, full stroke, don't rush it, keep it nice and smooth. Big improvements from Emily over there. That's a completely different stroke to 3 weeks ago. Same with Andrea. Good body position, good rotation, the timing's looking good. Nigel, you can even see his feet near the surface of the water, which 3 weeks ago was unthinkable. Excellent work.